Hello. Happy Monday. Hi, everybody. I'm Creative Sarah, and this is my studio. I have a fabulous patriotic design today that I am going to show you. We're going to mix two different stencils. We're going to make a wood around, and I have some wood cutouts that coordinate with this red, white, and blessed stencil design. So I think you're gonna love the mixture of what we're doing today. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Anna and Sandy and Karen. Welcome, 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 welcome. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint these wood cuts. Now you can find these at my Etsy shop. I also have the link right here. And if you comment the keyword, you'll get the link to all the supplies that I'm using with my project today, but also you'll get the wood cut. You'll get the wood cut link as well. So let me get my TikTok comments going because I need to do that. It's so weird. Going live on TikTok is not as easy as you might think. It's kind of crazy. Okay, we got it. Hi, Mark. Hello, Lexi Lynn. Hello, hello. Hi, Mrs. Amas. All right, welcome everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my little cardboard and I have tape on here. This makes it really easy. I just use this over and over. I'm gonna stick down my wood pieces and I'm painting them with a little bit of vanilla. This is my vanilla chalk paste, and I just wanted this to be white, but I'm not using bright white. I'm using vanilla on here. So you could paint with any paint, chalk paint, acrylic paint, or chalk paste like what I'm doing here, just to get a good base on these wooden pieces. I am only painting the front. We don't need to paint any of the rest of them. They're gonna get glued to my design that I'm making. So here we go. It's gonna be some patriotic. So gearing up, I like to do patriotic in my house Memorial Day, and then I will have some pops of summer. The last few years I've done like lemons and like maybe berries or something. I know I've got a lot of strawberries going on right now. So maybe lemons and strawberries, great for the summer. And also we'll do patriotic. Patriotic will last all summer long. And it's kind of some of my favorite decor to put up. I love it. And I love more of the Americana patriotic. So you're going to see me with a little bit deeper colors, a little less bright white, a little more of a, like this vanilla color or the dune color versus the super bright. Okay, so I'm just going to peel these off. I have the words red, white, and blessed. These just need to dry a bit. And I can set this aside. But it helps to use this board. Of course, I've used it over and over and over for painting anything small that is hard to do. Sometimes you'll see me just struggle through, but then I think, oh, why don't I just use my board with tape on it? The tape helps hold it down. Hi, Lucy. Welcome. So happy to have you here. Hi, Nat. Hi, Carol. Hi, Terry. Hi, Barbara. Who else? Oh, man. All right. Hi, Mary. So, this is the surface that I'm going to be using for the basis of my project today. And I'm actually going to, I think I'm just going to fuzz my transfer and lay this down. Part of me wants to do a little painting. I'm not sure. Maybe whitewash it. So all right. It's going to, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. And it's gonna sound like I'm doing a lot of work to like be the actual opposite of what I'm actually doing, because just go with me. Just go with me. I do want to lighten this up, but in the end, I'm actually going to darken it. So you guys are going to be like, what? Why are you doing this? All right, so I'm going to grab a wipe because I think this is going to be the easiest way to do this. I'm going to open my vanilla and I'm just going to grab this wipe and I'm just going to add the vanilla on using a wipe. Now, for this purpose, you could use a baby wipe. I happen to only have disinfectant wipes here in my studio, but if you use baby wipes for crafting, you could use a baby wipe for this too. It's just applying it wet, which is like a wash, okay? So now we have a nice light background. Don't get used to it. You have to wear the gloves to do that. Okay. Stick with me. I promise. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Mary. Hi, Gloria from Mississippi. Hello, Diane. Hope you got my message today, Diane. I did message you back. It looks good. It looks lighter. I'm liking it. Okay. Now, I need it to be dry so that I can apply this to it. So we'll just do that. If you're new, hi, Mom, Chad, Marlene, Jessie. Okay. So if you're new, you can comment the keyword, which is flag, F-L-A-G. And when you do that, I will send you a message with a link for the supplies for what I'm using for tonight's project. But also, I'll send you a link to my free DIY and crafting group where you'll get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information. Now, here's another thing. If you are watching on TikTok, I will tell you all of my links, because keywords don't work on TikTok, all of my links are gonna be, you'll be able to get to those right from the link that's in my bio. So there's one link in my bio, which will take you to like all the other links that I have in the whole world, including my keyword. Oh, good. Hi, Dewey. Hello, JJ. Okay, so when you have a large stencil like this, it's easier to pull the backer off of this than to pull the stencil off of the backer sheet, because it can get staticky and stick to itself, and then you'll be really sad. So don't do that. I'm gonna fuzz it because I'm not waxing this, and the reason why I'm not waxing it, normally I would, but I'm going to be staining over this, and I'm just worried that the wax will not allow the stain to work how I want it to work. So we're just gonna, the old-fashioned way of fuzzing. And so what I'm doing is I'm actually adding a little bit of lint to this. Oh my gosh. I'm a hot mess today. I say it every day. Every day. Guys, I didn't even put on makeup today. That's what kind of a hot mess I am. Actually, I'm not really a hot mess. Actually, today, the reason why I didn't is because I literally worked. I had a very productive day. I wanted to announce, so it has been a while. So I have a side business with my creative woodcut shop, which is on Etsy, where I make wood cutout kits. To give you some examples, like we have like the wood cutouts for this, the ones I'm using tonight, little kits like that. But I have a whole wood cutout shop over there. And basically, I had a full-time, not really full-time, I had an employee who helped me to run that business, and she left unexpectedly a while ago, and I hired my son, who at the time when she left, what is it, 2025, 2024, it was 2023 when she left, or maybe very early in 2024. And I hired my son, who was like 13, 14 at the time. He's 15 now. And anyway, he goes to school full time, so he couldn't do what she did every day. And so I kind of let that go because I didn't have the time to do it, which is why I had hired somebody. But it takes a lot of training for the job that I actually need. And after talking to my husband about a few things, we agreed that I am going to get back to where I was before with my woodcuts, so that I can continue to work from home and not have to go back to teaching full-time, because it would be very hard for us if I did that. Okay, not that I'm planned to do that, but we were toying with it. As my part-time consultant work that I do one day a week has been going really well, and like other offers have been coming in, and we needed to make a decision basically. And he's like, no. And I said, well, I could probably work more with my woodcuts. And so that's what I'm going to do. Flash flood warning. Oh no, Charlene. That's crazy. Where are you located? That you had 10 inches of rain today. That's awful. Okay. I was going to use our beautiful color of the month, Home, but it's sold out. So if you didn't get it, I'm very sorry. I am going to show you this with Cadet, okay? So this is our Cadet blue color. It's a little more of a royal blue than the Home was a little more navy. This is definitely a little brighter, but have no fear. I will be kind of darkening this up, vintaging it up a little when I'm done. So don't worry. I mean, not that you're worried, but you know me. I like to do a little more muted on the colors. Okay, so there's my red, my blue. Yeah, I know my colors. I know my colors. And then we're gonna do red for this. Now this is called the Floral American Flag because the stripes and the stars, it's all like a floral. Give you two guesses as to what this color is. It's not candy apple, I'll tell you that. It's cherry. You guys should know me by now. If you didn't, ooh, don't put blue in that. Now I gotta wipe it off. Let's go ahead and change our view for some of you so that you can get a good look at what I'm doing. So with our stencils, they are sticky backed and you can stick them down. Use a squeegee to color over the silk screen. These are silk screen stencils. And once you do that, we'll peel off the stencil and we'll wash it and we can reuse it over and over. If you watched on Friday, I used that strawberry stencil so many times. I have multiple projects with it. It is our club design. If you don't know what our club is, you can always comment the word club and I'll tell you all about it. Okay. I'm gonna get this kind of out of the way. We're just gonna peel it up carefully. And then I'm gonna right away take this over to, look at that. Look at that. It looks amazing. I love it. I'm gonna go wash this off. I have a tub of water or in New Orleans. Yikes. Flooding in New Orleans makes me crazy, makes me scared for you. Hi Anna, hi Joyce, hi Robin, hi Kim. Okay, I'm gonna go wash this over here because it's gonna be a little easier for me to get it into my water. It's gonna take me a minute to get this washed, so I just wanna let you know that the supplies for this are available if you comment the word flag. And when you do, I'll send you a message with a link where you can access all of the supplies, including the cutouts that I'm going to be using, which can be found on my Etsy shop. Now, my Etsy shop is linked in the supplies, and it's also linked in the pinned comment there that you can see if you're on YouTube or Facebook. Otherwise, it is called Creative Woodcuts Shop. Everything that I do is branded with the word creative. So I'm Creative Sarah, and so I've got Creative Woodcut Shop. My team is called the Creative Chalkers, so everything is kind of branded with that word creative. Okay. All right. We got this pretty clean. Maybe I gotta give it one more wipe. One more wipe. These bigger ones, sometimes you just want to take it to the sink and run it under cool water to wash it. It's a little bit easier probably than what I'm doing, but I don't have a sink right now, so it is what it is. Okay. All right. Now, we want to get this dry. So I'm going to hit it with a little bit of air. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Carrie. Welcome to my live.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Well, it's because I wasn't talking to you, Siri, so you could just go away. Sometimes she talks to me.
Go first. Tell me your hopes, your dreams, your favorites.
No, thank you, Siri. Goodbye.
Okay.
Hi, Erin Johnson. Hi, Tasha. Welcome. Okay. Once this is totally dry, I'm going to chalk the words, and then we will, oh my gosh. We're gonna look at how we're gonna do the aging part of this. Okay, this looks really good. You can see it. I'm gonna set it aside, and I'm gonna pop over these to get them. I do want to do a little sanding on here. That is because I do love a distressed look, but also because when I was painting this, I was a little bit sloppy and it wasn't quite smooth. But I also love sanding the edges. Okay. We may or may not be done with that. So I'll leave it out. I have a whole thing. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Now, again, I am not going to wax because I'm going to use some of the water-based stain, and I don't want it to like resist, you know? Okay, so this is red, white. I definitely need to fuzz this because of the painted wood. Hi, Sandra. Hello, Rachel. Welcome. Carrie, yes. Hi, Marilyn. Same. I am like updating a little bit. I'm always updating, I guess, since I do this for a living. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this, and what I love is that you can see through. You can see through these stencils. They are a little bit translucent, so you can see what you're doing. Isn't that nice? Let's see if I can fit them all at the same time, and then I don't have to mess with a chalked up transfer. Guess what season it is officially? For my husband, golf season. His golf league started today. How excited am I? It just makes my Mondays so much more stressful. It's all right. We rely on each other a lot. And I'm the only one who really complains. honestly. Okay, it worked perfectly. So all my pieces are down here, and I'm going to go back. We're gonna get the cherry to do the red. And it will be this lighter vanilla color will be underneath. So it'll give it kind of a border, like a border look around it. Instead of using white for the word white, I'm actually going to use dune because, again, I'm making this a little more Americana. All right, so red is good. White, we're gonna get out our dune. What color should I do blessed? I think I need a little bit of water in my dune. And I need to mix it up. What color should I do the blessed? Because I know red, white, and blessed. Probably blue, since there isn't a blue color. Oh, this is really, it's really dry. It's okay. If I had a little bit more time, I would be able to mix it up a little better. Okay, so this is definitely going to be a dune color. How about my star? Do you think we should keep everything red, white, and blue, or do you think I should introduce a little gold or nominee? I'm just, because I am gonna make this you know, Americana vibe. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this up. I didn't mean to peel it off of the, ooh, that looks good. I'm liking it. Gotta fix my star. Okay, we'll do blue. Gold, blessed in home. Well, Charlene, I can't because I'll do the blessed in blue. Gold for the star, Carol, love it. Bunch of those type stencils, never knew how to use them. Carrie, are you kidding? Oh, I'm so glad I taught you something. Yeah, these are amazing. They are a better stencil than any of your like old-fashioned stencils, and the reason why is because you can get so detailed with these stencils because of the silk screen. There can be so much detail in one of these, and they don't move because they're stuck down. I'm gonna do, ooh, what color should I do the and? Red, white. We'll get a gold out here. Nominee. I'll do the stencil or the star in gold. Ooh, I am running low. Low, 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 low. Okay. There we go. Should I do and in gold as well, or should I pop a little red over there on that side? Do a little red. Gold star, gold star, gold star. Yay, Carrie. Awesome. I'm excited for you. I think I'm going to do it in red just to give it a little pop. Okay. Now, here's another thing with my woodcuts business. If there's something you're looking for and you're not finding, I can customize anything, okay? I'm just that good. No, I can customize anything. And if you're looking for something that I don't have up, it isn't that it's not made or it's not done. It may just not be there yet. And you can say, hey, do you have this? And it might be a matter of me just clicking a button to give you that exact item. Or it usually just takes me like 10 minutes to whip up a design for you. So, so don't be shy. If you're looking for something, you can send me a message on Etsy and I can take care of it. All right. I'm going to peel this up. I'm a little stuck. Hold, please. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go wash this and I will be right back. I'm so excited. This is looking so good. All right, as a reminder, the products that I'm using today can be found when you comment the word flag, F-L-A-G. I'll send you a message. Now, if you're on YouTube, I have those links right there in the pinned comment. It should be the very, very first comment of this video. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, I will send you a message right in Messenger with all the links and everything you need. If you're watching from TikTok, what you're going to do is click the link that's already in my bio, and then you're just going to click the button that has this week's keywords, and then you'll look for the keywords that say flag, because that's our keyword today. So you're going to look for flag. There is a flag link for the stencils and all the colors and tools, and there is a flag link for the woodcuts. Okay, so those are two separate links. Now we are going to dry this. Yesterday, hi Kathy. Hi Bridgie Poo. Hi Cass. Thank you. Yesterday, or the last time I went live on TikTok, it like turned me off for being inactive, and I don't know enough about it. But my camera for TikTok is like way over there, and so I have to like go look to touch it to see. I don't know if there's something that I need to do when I'm live to touch it. I honestly don't know, but I'm not inactive. I promise. I'm like so here. I'm so here. Are you using ink or paste on the wood? Bonnie, I am using paste. This is all chalk paste. Okay. So generally, I do not use ink on wood. So ink is was developed and made for fabric. However, you can use ink on bakeable products. So if you can bake it in an oven or iron it with an iron, then you can ink it. If you're not gonna bake it or iron it, you likely wouldn't use ink. So ink is a permanent fabric dye. But that's my word of advice for you. If you're not going to heat set it, you're not gonna bake it or iron it, then use paste. And you can seal paste with any sort of, I always use a spray sealant if I'm gonna seal it. I only seal things that are going to be outside, or if I'm making a tray or something that people are going to be touching or placing things on where it could get worn away, I will do a spray seal, at least one coat, maybe two. And if I'm making something that's really gonna have a lot of wear and tear, after that spray seal is done, I will paint on a coat of like a polyurethane or something else. So there's that. Okay, I'm gonna give it a little shot of air to make sure it is good. Thanks, Diane. Hi, Amy. Hi, Jay Quilter. Janet, hello. Quilting is not something that I have personally got into yet. However, I am not opposed. I am not opposed to learning. Okay, now I'm gonna put my gloves back on because I'm gonna, these are my giant gloves, like a long time ago when COVID struck. We couldn't get gloves. These are the only gloves I could find, and I'm still working my way through them. Now, I am going to grab, this is my Dixie Belle Voodoo gel stain. It is called Tobacco Road. I'm gonna squirt some into my little tray here. It is a nice brown color, tobacco, obviously. And I'm gonna use, you know, I kind of was thinking I should use, I gotta pick up my mess. My transfer things fell over. Okay. I think I'm gonna use a cloth. Okay, so this time it's not a, I'm not using a wet cloth like I did before. I'm going to use a dry cloth, but I don't need this much. I like to be frugal at times. So I'm just going to take a square of it and just kind of dip it in here. Now I'm gonna do this. As well as those pieces as well. Like I'm gonna, now, maybe I should have, okay. I'm smearing my chalk a little bit because this is so liquid. And I guess that's okay. I'm gonna leave that the way it is. I'm gonna wipe some of that. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Maybe I should have used, I was going to use like a little sponge. Maybe I should have, because it's so liquidy. But I'm just going to kind of outline. And I probably will do a little sanding after I get the outlines done. This is getting a little, ooh, that got a little messy. Which that's okay, because I can sand, I can pretty much sand anything. And now I'm, in a way, I'm wishing, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out in the end, because really that's the important part, right? Okay. Oof. Oh. All right. There we go. Now, I am going to a little bit more on there. All right, I don't think we need any more of this, but I'm just gonna take this off. I'm just trying to there we go. This actually looks good. I like the way that looks. This one's not too shabby. Just get a little bit of that. Okay. Now we're going to put this all together. And we'll see how it goes. So if you are chalking and you put your chalk on and you don't have like my little quick dry tool, it will usually be completely dry in about 5 minutes. I say that in the winter it dries faster if you run heat, like if you have heat going on in your house. For me, in the summer it'll take a little bit longer to dry because it's a little more humid. But okay, so red, white, and blessed. Now I'm going to attach this with the 2 glue method, which includes wood glue. Anytime I'm attaching wood, I like to do a wood glue option. Yeah, I like that right there. And so I'm gonna put my wood glue on first. Wood glue has the staying power, okay? And then I'm going to do hot glue, which is just basically going to give me that quick the quick, you know, glue power, I guess. Okay. There we go. I put that on. I'm gonna need another glue stick in here. We'll do some of our there we go. Red, white, and blessed. Hi, Jan. Hi, Trish. Hi, Marty. Hi, Carmen. All right, let's get our blessed on here. And then what I think I will do, we'll get a bow. I'm gonna make a bow for this. Awesome. So red, white, and blessed. Now, I need to make a bow. So we're going to get some ribbons. You guys can see that. Americana ribbons that are darker. Okay. And I just want to make sure I have a little bit of a darker. Okay. So I want to make sure that I have some darker ribbons. I'm gonna do this by hand. I move this. You can kind of see what I'm doing. It just fell. Set it there. I'm just making everything fall. Okay. Okay, so we'll use this as our like starting point. And then we'll also add in a regular one. And I'm pretty sure I'm using about, like that might be 36 inches-ish. This is a little bigger, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that one down first. And then this one, and I'll get this navy. These are wired. ribbons. So this one's thinner. So I want to make sure okay. So there's the tricolor. I don't know. Let's try 3. I'm going to grab a zip tie. That is, you know, the trick to an awesome bow for me is a zip tie. So I'm going to gather all the center pieces here and kind of scrunch them up in my fingers like that. And I'm going to put a zip tie. Now I'm using a black zip tie. I have white zip ties for sometimes when I think I need a white one. As I scrunch this up, I want to double check to make sure that I'm pretty well centered, and it looks like I am. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten it as much as I absolutely can. We're just going to snip that off, and that's trash. And then I need, I think I'm going to use this one for my center. And it doesn't need to be as long as the other ones, because what I'm going to do is, and I don't know why I didn't, I'm going to angle cut these. It's going to go around, and I'm going to tie it and use the tails on this. Okay, so it is my center, and then it's got a tail. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pulling all of the tails down, and then I'm going to fluff all of the bows and give them their own space. Okay, so the smaller one I'm pulling forward, the larger ones are going towards the back. And then I'm going to check and make sure that I've got fairly even tails. Somehow this one got a little shorter, so I'm going to make it a little shorter on this side. Okay. All right, now this is going to get placed onto my red, white, and blessed. And what I like to do, so there's a hole in here. If you want to hang it, which is what I'm gonna do, I usually grab some thick jute, and I think I'll use this. This is actually wired jute. I don't need a lot of it because it's wired. We're going to add that for a hanger, and I'm going to stick it through that hole. And then I'm just going to twist these ends together, tuck it in there. So then you can see that I have this hanger. for it. And I'm going to glue this below that hanger. And I am going to use hot glue. Also, if you want your ribbon to sit a very specific way, like you feel like you need a little more stability, you can tack down other parts of it, like what I'm about to do right now. There we go. Hello, hello. Thanks, Carol. Hi, Marcy. It is a real, you guys, I am not a bow maker. I'm not a bow maker and I'm not a sewer, but if there is a trick to making a bow, I'll figure it out and find it. I have bow makers, and you know, sometimes with the bigger ones I find that it's just easier to do it by hand and use the zip ties. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Hi, Jody Walker. Okay, so here we go. I will hang this. We're gonna start building. Oh, don't my strawberries look so cute back there? We're gonna start hanging these. I'm gonna start my patriotic display back there. For now, you can look at it like this while I finish talking to you. Yeah, so recap. You can comment the word flag to get all the supplies for this project. If you want to save 30% off on everything in my shop, my online shop, you can join my perks program and save 30%. That information is also in the link when you comment the word flag. If you haven't joined my club yet, it's an amazing project kit in a box subscription. It's $21.99 a month. You can get the information when you comment the word flag. And if you aren't in my free group, go ahead and comment the word flag and I'll send it to you. So everything is going to be in there. The first link will always be the shopping supplies. The second link today is the wooden cutouts from my Etsy shop. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Mary Myers. Thank you, Carrie. Awesome sauce. So that's everything that I could possibly tell you. We do have a pretty awesome sale going on right now in our special section, the little clearance sale. I've been kind of showing you some things throughout the month of April. And if you aren't a club member yet, when you join in April, you're going to get an $80 gift for free. So you pay $21.99. You're going to get a project kit in a box, and it's so adorable. I've been using it all week. It's this very cute strawberry stencil surface and paste and squeegee. When you sign up, we're going to give you an $80 gift. 5 free stencils will be in your box for free, and you pay $21.99. You do not pay shipping. It is free shipping for the club. So check it out. Comment flag. Click on the link for club. Check it out. It's a great way to check out the products that I show every single day. Thank you, Chaya. I hope you are feeling better. Hi, Christy. Hi, Deb. Can I do something with poppies? I can. I have poppies. I do have, I think I have some poppy designs that I could share. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, vocal coach to the stars. Woot, woot. All right. So everybody have a great rest of your night. I have a super cool video that I am shooting tomorrow for tomorrow night. And I'll be back here live again on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We do Wednesdays and Fridays during the day, Monday nights. So hope you have an awesome rest of your night, and I'm glad you liked the project. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.